Morning everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all good. So we're back out on the river and we're going to visit Sutton Staithe today. Going in at Staithe and we're going to cruise along the river and go around to Sutton. So join me on the trip and let's see what we can find, see if there's any wildlife, see what boats are about, etc, etc. Let's go, let's see what we can find. Okay, let's go. River's in lovely calm condition today. So let's head down. Might as well look at these lovely boats while we're here. See loads of pike floats out, so we'll get out on the other side of the river. So I'm just doing a wide berth because all the I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 pike floats out in front of the boats. Can't actually see anyone fishing a rod though. Alright, so let's get on with the trip and get down the river. See what we can find while we're going along. It's a really nice day, as you can see. It's not sunny or nothing like that, but fairly calm. Got a little bit of wind upstream. Otherwise, quite nice. Perfect for what we want to do and where we want to go. Got Mr. and Mrs. Swan over there. Just trying to make sure I've got you as level as I can on the camera. Lovely. Not many people about today. Alright, I'm going to open her up a little bit, get a bit of a shift on, so we can sort of start to head towards where we want to go. We'll put the prop in the water a bit further because we're splashing around a bit. Right, let's go. Can hear another boat coming, so we're going to want to move over. Clearly not taking any notice of where I am because it's just heading straight towards me. Some nice spots and stuff under these trees along here, looks really nice. Hey, let's ride some waves. So yeah, we've got the nice clear river. Water's a bit high at the moment. People over there on their boats. Doing a bit of fishing by the looks of things. Just off the back of that boat there. There always seem to be a few people fishing around these areas. Oh, more boats coming. Very unusual. Being out of season and stuff now, you wouldn't expect to see that many people about, but it's nice to see some boats still. It's clearly staying on that side, so then we'll go over the other side. Nice looking boat. Alright, let's ride the wake as they go past. Whee! He's going down there far too quickly, isn't he? Putting us all over the place. All part of the fun though. Not seeing much in the way of wildlife at the moment so far. A few birds in the sky. Not much joining me on the river. We'd go down to the bottom here, down to the V, and then we're going to turn off the Sutton staithe. Not quite sure how far it is, which is the whole point of me doing the trip. We're out on our electric boat again today. We've got 2 batteries with us and the power pack, so we should be doing okay. We're nearly down to half on the first battery already though, so that obviously weren't charged up to the full extent, but we're going against the wind up here as well, which is not really helping too much. Hopefully you can't hear any wind or anything. The mic should be cancelling all that out. I can hear lots of birds and stuff and things going on in the bushes and trees on the sides, but I can't actually see too much today. Quite often I see deers and rabbits, foxes, all sorts, but not too much yet. We've got a swan up ahead. He's going to want to say hello, I reckon. Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Swan. Weren't interested in me today. Normally they come over to the boat. Normally when I'm going back the other way though, to be honest. So yeah, we're going against the wind a bit. Looks quite nice out here. On either side, there's a couple of boats about as you saw, but otherwise fairly quiet on the river. Obviously out of season now though, so I'm going to get a lot less happening. Alright, so we'll speed up a little bit. We'll start heading in the direction that we're wanting to go. We're now coming up to the T, and you can either go straight or left. So yeah, should be able to see the signs coming up. If you carry on straight ahead and then go right, you can go towards Dilham. And if you go straight, I'm not actually sure yet, but we'll do that trip one day. Once we've got enough batteries and everything all in the boat to do a much longer trip, because that's a fair way from where we launch, but obviously we can drive to other places and launch at other places. So we're going to take the left here for Sutton staithe. You can probably see that on the sign over there with the 4 mile an hour sign. We've got Mrs. and Mrs. Swan right next to us. Again, not too bothered on what we're doing. So we're cutting through the little cut through. Seem to be cruising along quite nicely today. As you can probably see in the sky, it's a very dull day. Got no sun, we've got a little bit of wind, but it's fairly mild, it's not cold. Some lovely spots and stuff through here if you like your fishing, like we do on the channel. I think these will be some spots where I pop into and moor up and have a go. Especially just up here. You can sort of pull yourself around to them yellow cones in there. Lift the prop up, tie ourselves in there, and we could fish in there. It'd be quite nice, I think. Definitely worth a go. Nice little spot to sit in, and well, there's all sorts of spots around here, to be honest. So let's see what's around here. I've never actually been to the left before, but I know it goes up to the staithe just by the signs and stuff like that. Hence why I wanted to get out on the river and do some exploring, and I thought I'd bring you along with me. I had a lot of people on the channel asking me about the boats and wildlife and stuff like that. So that's why I'm doing this part of the channel, really. Another section of the playlists. Quite a long section of river down here by the looks of things, but should take us down to where we want to go. We'll have the wind behind us on the way down, but with some big old branches and that coming down the river. Need to stay away from them. It's that time of year where all the lilies and stuff break up and everything's floating down the river. We've obviously had some big high tides as well, so we need to be careful of what's what, because there's literally all sorts of things about at the moment. Swan going past us again then, but wasn't interested. There's that for a nice view. So we need to miss this big old branch coming down the middle, but it shouldn't be a problem. What's this sign say over here? See danger, but I want to see what else it says. I'm guessing that that part of the river there has normally not got any water in. It's hard to tell. Strictly private, danger. Oh, you can actually go down there to... It looks like there's an old boat shed down there, but there's no way anything's been in and out of there for years by the looks of things. There's a couple of places on the corner there to moor up if you wanted to. Very oh, excuse me. Very quiet today. Sometimes nice when you can just cruise along down the river like this. Obviously with the electric motor you're not scaring any animals off, and quite often things will come right to the edge. We'll do our best to see what we can find. Things that we would normally see would be things like otters. If we're down like in the Beckles area, now even see seals and stuff like that. But I can see a few fish topping on the surface, little rudd and stuff like that. We're getting a little bit of rain, but it's not really stopping us from doing what we're trying to do. This is what's happening at the back end. Boat's just cruising along like that. That's the back end of the river where we just come down. We've got reeds and pretty much reeds all the way along this side. And the same on the other side, to be honest. It's literally reed lined all the way along. You can see a boat right down on the corner. Down there, so I take it that's where we're heading. So let's keep going and see what we can find. In the river a bit, there's not much to see here. I'm just avoiding the branches and all sorts of bits and pieces that are actually coming down the river at the moment. It's looking very black behind me. I hope it don't pour with rain on me. Cannot believe how quiet it is. There's not too much going on at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open her up a little bit, get us down to that corner because I can't see much else going on. We're going to hit some wind, so we're going to have to put a bit of speed down. I can see us raining a bit further up as well, which is not good. But we'll keep going as we always do. Right, let's get a bit of a move on. Get down to this corner. I think that's just a moorland we're coming up to where that boat is. I can see some more boats a bit further down as well. Oh, we're in the rain now. That's not nice. Oh, just miss all these lilies and stuff in the middle there. Literally lily pads all over the place, and stems. Oh, they're all dying back from the summer. That's quite a long drive, I would say, really. I can't actually see any signs of the staithe yet, but I'm pretty sure it's up the end there. Seems like it's quite a long distance. It's always nice. There's normally more to see when you're out on the Broads there. At the moment there's only a few boats about. Looking at the reeds and stuff, they've been battered a little bit with the winds and stuff we've had. I can hear someone up here on their boat, so I wonder if they're fishing off the back of it or I do believe I saw this boat in Sutton yesterday. I think that's a liveaboard boat for someone. Oh, getting attacked by little flies and stuff now. So yeah, we've got someone moored up over there. There's actually a couple of boats there by the looks of it. One's a fishing boat by those things there. It's a way to do it, isn't it? They have a living boat and then a fishing boat. And a sailing boat in the middle there as well. Look. We are getting the rain, but it's not anything we can't deal with. Getting slightly wet, and so is the filming gear, but I think we're doing okay. So we must be coming up in towards the staithe now, I would have thought. Nice to have a cruise along these river rides there. Obviously in the summer there'd be boat after boat after boat, it'd be all over the place, but we're out of season at the moment, so not so much. Very peaceful there. So I saw what, 2 boats as I was leaving Sutton. Since then I've just had a nice cruise all the way along. I've just been joined by birds and stuff like that and wildlife. Trying to look out to see if I can see a kingfisher or something like that on the sides, but I haven't seen anything yet. If you like this video and there's any places that you'd like me to go and visit or cruise between, you know, different towns to different towns or different yards to different yards, that sort of thing, drop it down in the comments and I'll see if I can arrange it and do it for you. I live quite near some of the nicer places. Just down the road I've got Wroxham, down the road the other way I've got Potter Heigham, got Hickland Broad. You know, I've got a lot of nice places right near me, but I'm quite happy to travel as well. And we'll keep having a look around and see what we can find. But if there's certain things you'd like to see and certain videos you'd like me to make, so drop it in and we'll see if we can make it happen. I can't see why not. This rain's becoming a bit of a pain now, you probably can't see it, but it's getting the old filming gear a bit wet. Do believe we're coming into the staithe and then we'll be able to go around all the private bits and look at all the boats and see what's going on there. They have boats here for sale as well sometimes. I think they do repairs and stuff in the yard, so we can have a good little look around when we get up there, which shouldn't be too long now. Got someone else moored up to the right up here. The wind's coming from the right at the moment, that's sort of pushing us across the river. It's a bit of a pain. Yeah, it's definitely hitting us fairly hard now. We're going to have to go across. Have to put the old foot down a bit for a minute. Get back over the other side. I was just going to put us into the reeds on that side. We're now coming up into the staithe anyway. And like I say, we'll be able to have a little cruise around and start viewing some of these nice boats. There'll obviously be people probably fishing and doing other stuff. That's what it's all about. It's nice just to have a look and see what's happening. Someone else has got a nice load of boats there. Look. That's the way to do it. Nice sib. And the boat they're doing up by its things, probably a live on. And then a yacht as well. So quite nice. Alright, let's not go in the reeds. Let's head into the staithe. You can see that there's a few boats about. So that was quite a nice ride. Now let's check out the rest of it. This is the main thing, the main part of the video. Got a chap down here looking at us wondering what we're doing. I can see a few boats. There's a few private boats on the 24-hour moorings, but it's not packed like it normally is. Normally it's absolutely jam-packed. Right, so what we got? We got one parked up here. They've got their rods and stuff out there as well, so they're obviously moored up to fish. Looks like a nice spot to fish, to be honest. We'll slow down a bit now, we don't want to disturb anyone. Lovely. Chap to the left here, taking his dog for a walk. Probably come off one of the boats. See a few people down the river here. We've got some chaps down the bottom here that do work on the boards and the boats that go out and cut things and move things around and that sort of stuff. Don't know what the proper name is for them. We'll just call them worker boats, but they've probably got a proper name. If you know what the name is, let me know in the comments below. Alright, so let's see what we got. lots of nice boats. Not so large, not as big as like the Richardson's boats and stuff that we normally see. These are more sort of privately owned boats. And then we've got the whole staithe all the way around here. Then there's actually a private yard around the back, which we'll go into as well if we can. There's a few boats in, as you can see. Like that. So over to the left there, looks like we've got a fair few boats for sale. And you've got the workshop where they do repairs and stuff like that. Some nice boats there. If anyone's looking for a boat, there's a fair few for sale there. All different prices. A couple of big birds sitting up on the bank over there. Not quite sure what they are yet. Let's zoom in and have a look, shall we? What are they? They're probably going to move as we get near them. Yep, off they go. Couple of nice cormorants. So we're just following them down now. Slow right down and we'll have a nice look and see what we can see now. They're not scared of me too much, are they? Got in the water, but they're just cruising along in front of us. Alright, let's see what we got. You can see people have got their night heaters and stuff on. Some lovely boats, as you can see. Nice place to have them moored up as well. You can see where the cars are parked then, just on the end there. You can just pull in, do what you got to do. And go out again. But yeah, there's some lovely boats there. And that's just the start of it. Very nice. Nice boats down this side as well. I think there's some more around the back. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah.
What are you doing anyway?
YouTube channel.
YouTube, yeah, I've seen you on YouTube.
Have you, yeah?
Why are you in here photographing all the boats?
Not photographing, I'm filming, chap. Looks like that chap's got something to worry about. Some people are strange like that. They're not, you know, friendly and inviting. Other people are really friendly, offer you cups of tea and coffee and all sorts. But you're gonna get, you know, you get the odd 2 or 3 people out of 1,000 people that are not very friendly. But that doesn't really bother us. We just do what we've got to do and carry on. If you follow my channel, you know I'm a nice friendly person. I don't fall out with anyone, but I don't take no stick either, if that makes sense, in a nice way. There's some nice boats up this end as well. So everything's all moored up really for the winter mainly. There's a couple of people out, but not too many. And like you saw, there's some grumpy people about as well because it's winter and not summer anymore. So that's the private bit of the staithe if you want to join and keep your boat in there. So nice, there's some nice stuff in there, isn't there? See a few people have got fishing rods and stuff, so people have been having a go. Birds are back on the side down here, look. See if we can crawl up to them and get quite close to them, shall we? Pretty sure they'll jump in before we get too close, but we'll have a go. Just cruising around the staithe, probably eating little rudd and roach, perch, that sort of thing. Don't seem too scared, do they? But they seem to be getting out of the way for us. It's straight under. They're obviously feeding. See if this one go down as well. Yep, down it goes. Quite often they'll come up a bit further down the river and have fish in their mouths. Just come up in front of us. Definitely a bit quiet in here today. A few workmen about. A couple of people in their boats in the private section. A couple of people down here fishing. And that's about it, I think. Still getting followed by the cormorant. Well, we're following the cormorant, to be honest. It's just coming down the same places as we are. And the other one's behind us. So you can moor up all the way along the side here where you send these boats. And you've got all this bit in here as well. And obviously all the way along the side. As you can see, it's 3 moorings all the way along the side here, 24 hours. Alright, let's get back down the other end here. I'll cruise along to this end of the staithe here, where this boat is for you, and then that's going to be the end of this video. I've obviously got to do the drive back. You have to let me know in the comments below if you're interested in seeing me do the drive back as well when I turn around and go back to where I park up on the days when I go out, or if you just want to see the ride there and round the place we're going. It's been a lovely day. We've seen a bit of wildlife. Swans, geese, cormorants, bits and pieces. Seen some nice boats. Seen some nice friendly people that said hello and recognised me, and then had a grumpy chap as well, didn't we? But you can't do videos all the time on YouTube and expect everyone to be really good about it. Don't know why he's worried about his boat being filmed there. What do you think I'm going to do? Hitch up with this and tow it off down the river? I don't think so. Alright, speed up a little. We've got a few leaves and lilies and stuff wrapped around the prop a little bit, but we'll sort that out when we get down here a bit. Just making it shake us slightly. And this battery's getting a bit low now, but I've got another one I can swap it over onto. Go wide because these chaps in this boat here got fishing rods out the front of it. I'm not sure if they're using them, but just to be fair. Just got his rod sitting on the bank, I think, that they'll move that fishing. Right, I'm gonna stop you there and say thanks very much for coming in and watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. We see some nice bits and pieces today, like wildlife boats, some nice rivers, a nice staithe, and I think it's been quite an enjoyable ride. So I'm going to sort this prop out, and then I'm going to cruise back to where I launched off. Bit of a pain because I've got to go against the wind now, all the way back up to the top of the river, but it's all part of doing it. Can't worry about it. So I'll see you very soon. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll be putting videos out like this every single week now, maybe sometimes even 2. So look out for them, hit the old subscribe button, click the little bell and click on all, and you'll see all the videos that I post, and you can have a scroll through and pick the ones out you want to see. So thanks very much for looking. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now.